poupar, o pobre não poupar. Você me faz correr demais os riscos da serra. Você me faz correr atrás do horizonte da serra. Ninguém por perto, silêncio no deserto, deserta highway. Estamos sós e nenhum de nós sabe exatamente onde vai parar. Mas não precisamos saber pra onde vamos, nós só precisamos ir. Não queremos ter o que não temos, nós só queremos viver. Sem motivos, nem objetivos, estamos vivos e é tudo, é sobretudo a lei. Canta sem razão, então me diga, garota, será estrada na prisão? Eu acho que sim, você finge que não, mas nem por isso ficaremos parados com a cabeça nas nuvens e os pés no chão. Tudo bem, garota, não adianta mesmo ser livre num país onde tanta gente vive sem ter como comer, como plantar, como trabalhar. Estamos só, sem nenhum de nós sabe onde vai parar. Estamos vivos, sem motivos, que motivos temos pra estar atrás de palavras escondidas nas entrelinhas do horizonte dessa highway. Eu vejo o horizonte trêmulo, eu tenho os olhos úmidos. Eu posso estar completamente enganado, eu posso estar correndo pro lado errado, mas a dúvida preço da pureza e é inútil ter certeza. Eu vejo as placas, dizendo não morra, não morra, não morra. Eu vejo as placas, cortando o horizonte, elas parecem facas. Obrigado, rock! mas eu não sou ator. Eu não tô à toa, tocando pra vocês essa hora da manhã. Por isso, garota, façamos um pacto de não usar a highway pra causar impacto. 110, 120, 160. Só pra ver até quando o amor, a música aguenta. Na boca em vez de um beijo, um chiclete de menta e a sombra do sorriso que eu deixei. Onde foi que eu deixei? No maracujá da
Aí, Brasilzão, nós vamos ficando por aqui. Você vai ficar mais uns minutos com Engenheiros do Havaí. Vamos para o palco com mais engenheiros. Bom almoço a todos. Palco! Era um garoto que, como eu, amava os Beatles e os Rolling Stones. Girava o mundo sempre a cantar as coisas lindas da América. Não era velho, mas mesmo assim havia mil garotas assim. Cantava Help and Ticket to Ride, Lady Jane and Yesterday. Cantava Peanuts na liberdade, mas uma carta sem esperar. Da qualidade nos separou, fora chamado na América. Stop, Rolling Stone, stop, don't be the soul. Mandado foi ao Vietnã, lutar com o Vietcong. É com você, galera! Era um garoto que, como eu, amava os Beatles e os Rolling Stones. Girava o mundo, mas acabou fazendo a guerra do Vietnã. Cabelos longos não usa mais, ele toca já guitarra e um instrumento que sempre dá a mesma nota. Não tem amigo, não vê garota, só gente morta caindo ao chão. Ao seu país não voltará, pois está morto no Vietnã. Stop, don't hold it down. Stop, não tem um coração, não há, mas duas medalhas sim.
Programação da Cultura.
Cheese and toast? Missy, you have to eat something, honey, to keep up your strength.
How about if I run out and get some mint chocolate chip ice cream?
I'm not hungry. Leave me alone.
I'll go. Missy,
Go away.
what's going on? Come on, talk to me.
It's all my fault.
What is?
Everything. You losing your job, having no money.
If anyone's to blame, it's my boss. Don't you dare blame yourself. Do you hear me?
What are we gonna do if you don't find a job?
Hey, have you ever starved? Have you ever been homeless? Don't worry. You just concentrate on getting well. Leave the finances to me, okay?
Okay.
Who is it?
It's somebody from Washington, D.C., the Women's Legal Defense Fund.
Washington, D.C.
They want you to go up to Seattle and testify in front of a congressional hearing.
Hello? Yes, this is Ed Chandler.
The committee is pleased to be here in Seattle to listen to the first-hand experiences of our witnesses today. Your testimony will help us make the case for the Family and Medical Leave Act. It will prevent what happened to you from happening to any other family. So thank you so much for being here today, Mr. Chandler, to share your experience with us. Please begin.
Thank you, Senator. My name is Ed Chandler. I'm 48 years old, and I live in Redwood, Washington. For 5 years, I had a great job selling cars with the Aero Motor Company. And I was just cruising along in life, making a good living with a nice house and a great family. And then my younger daughter, Missy, was diagnosed with cancer. And the next thing I know, I lose my job, my benefits, my security. There was no warning, not even an explanation. And for the first time in my life, I was unemployed. You hear about these horror stories happening to other people, but you never think it's going to happen to you. And I had to ask myself, why did this happen to me? And I guess it's because I love my little girl, because I wanted to spend time with her at the hospital when they amputated her leg, because I wanted to meet with her doctors when they evaluated her progress and told me if she was going to live or die, because I wanted to give my wife a break once in a while from taking care of Missy when she was so sick from chemotherapy she couldn't even hold her head up. Is that a reason to be fired? If you ask me, I think it's immoral to force a decent, hard-working person to choose between his job and his loved ones. It's inhuman to expect a man to care more about selling a car than his child's life. So you can tell that to your colleagues in Congress, sir. You can tell them that if they really believe in family values, they should put their money where their mouth is and make it against the law to treat people like they're nothing more than replaceable spare parts.
Thank you, Mr. Chandler. Is your daughter with us today?
Yes, sir, she is. She's right over there. Her name is Missy.
Missy, why don't you join your father at the witness table? Missy, is there anything you'd like to add to what your dad said that you'd like the people in Washington to know?
Oh, maybe there's one thing. When you get cancer, the doctors tell you that a positive attitude is very important. Fighting cancer isn't just a physical thing, but it's mental and emotional too. But it's really hard to concentrate on getting better when your dad loses his job, because you keep on thinking that it's your fault. Your cancer is the reason why the boss fired your dad. And that's unfair. I don't think someone should be punished for being a good father, or someone to be made to feel guilty for being sick. I didn't get cancer on purpose. And my dad did the best he could. And I'm real proud of him.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mr. Hicks. I hope you'll keep me in mind if something comes up.
All right.
We need to talk.
Don't start with me, Joanne. I'm not in the mood.
No, I didn't think I'd ever say this, but you're a selfish man.
What? How can you say that? I am killing myself to find a way to support this family.
Exactly. You are so tense and stressed out, you probably will kill yourself. And then where are we going to be? You know, I have news for you, Ed. There's more than one way to support a family. That you think if you're not working, you're useless.
I am useless. I can't even get a job flipping burgers. It's always the same. See you next week, Ed, or next month, next year. I don't know what you want from me.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? This is your golden opportunity to spend real time with Missy. So instead of sitting here and feeling sorry for yourself, I want you to get out there and spend some time with your daughter.
You think...
You guys fighting?
No, sweetheart. Your dad was just saying that he'd like to take you to Seattle today for your chemo.
Really?
Sure, honey, I'd love to.
Can we go to Oka Park on the way? Mom and I always do that.
Absolutely.
I like to come here before the hospital and look at nature. That way, when they're sticking me with needles and making me feel really sick, then I can close my eyes and think about how beautiful the world can be.
I haven't been here in years. I used to come here a lot when your mom and I were dating.
You did?
This is the place where I asked your mom to marry me.
I didn't know that, really.
Yeah. We were sitting here one night looking up at the stars. There were so many you could barely see the sky. And there was a full moon shining on the water. It was so romantic. And your mother was looking really pretty. I wasn't looking too bad myself in those days. You know? Your mom turned to me and she said, Ed, you're so quiet. What are you thinking? And I said, to tell you the truth, I was thinking I just might ask you to marry me. And she said, well, what are you waiting for? So I said, Joanne, honey, would you do me the honor of becoming my wife?
And she said yes, and you lived happily ever after.
We sure did.
You'll never guess what happened.
What?
It was on the news. They vetoed the Family and Medical Leave Act.
Oh, well, that's par for the course. Since when do we count for anything in Washington, especially in an election year? Where's Missy?
She's upstairs.
Does she know about the bill?
Yeah. She's very upset. I think that's why she wanted to be alone.
What'd she say?
Well, that it's very unfair, and she wants us to write a letter to President Bush.
You bet we will. Come on, we need to talk.
Uh-oh. This sounds serious.
It is.
Well, should I sit down?
You might want to. I talked to the bank today. If we don't start paying our mortgage, they're going to foreclose.
Well, that can't happen. I mean, we've lived in this house for 20 years. We've raised our children in this house. We're not about to lose it now.
Yeah, well, unless I win the lottery or you come up with something brilliant, we just might. As you can see, our savings are gone, and we've cut our expenses to the bone. And the bottom line is your mother and I can't afford to keep up the mortgage payments as long as I'm not working. And the way things are going, we don't know when that's going to change. There's only one way to keep this house, and that's where you come in. Mom came up with the idea that if you move back home with us and pay us the rent you're paying now, we could save the house.
You know, it's certainly big enough. We could share expenses like cooking and utilities and the phone and...
I don't know, Mom. With the baby coming and everything, where would we sleep? In my old room?
Well, there or in the den. I mean, we could turn your old room into a nursery.
What would we do with all our furniture?
You could move it in here, or we could put it in storage. This is only until I get back on my feet.
Look, Dad, we really want to help, but...
Sweetheart, I know this is an imposition, but you kids talk about it, and if you can't do it, we understand.
Missy, wait a minute.
Oh, my God, was she up there the whole time?
I'll go home.
No, let me. Get out of here. Missy, honey, come on. We have to talk.
There's nothing to talk about. Do you mind? I'm reading.
Look, honey, I know you're upset about what you heard.
Would you get out of my room, please? There's nothing you could say that could change anything. I'd be better off dead with all the trouble I'm causing.
Stop that. Don't you dare say that. Okay. Things are tough right now.
Tough. We're gonna lose the house.
No, we're not. Rick and I are gonna move in and help out with the expenses. And everything's gonna be okay.
You don't want to?
I'm not crazy about the idea of sleeping in the den. That's just being honest. But if you're gonna babysit all day, then I'll have lots of time to sit back and relax.
I'll take care of the baby. I don't mind.
And you don't mind helping out Mom and Dad. That's what family means. Take care of each other. Feel that? Baby agrees with me. In fact, I think he's kind of looking forward to it.
I'd love to be a mother someday.
Don't worry, sweetie. You will be.
Honey, I'm doing it.
Oh, stop. It's a mess. I'll get Missy for you.
Sure.
Missy, Scott's here.
Hey, could you keep it down? I'm trying to talk business here.
Let's get out of here.
Where do you want to go?
Somewhere there's peace and quiet.
Going to Italy's on my list.